Hey, are you going up?
Yeah, I'm going up.
Before we get to the top floor, tell me your career lore.
I just quit my dream job to rap more.
I need more context.
I was actually working at Nike as a director over entertainment collaborations, and then before that, I was leading all of Nike Basketball's apparel. So I was working with LeBron and Kevin Durant, Kobe, RIP to GOAT.
How did you even get that job that so many would kill for?
I found this gap, a cultural gap in the corporate space. I was one of the few people on the team who just actually was cut from the cloth. I could sit at this boardroom and imagine you've got a bunch of people who are trying to pull answers from a Kevin Durant as we're designing a collection, and there's one person in the room who can connect with him and make him feel seen and make him feel like you actually understand what the hell he's talking about. And that was me, and I was always that dot connector.
So when did this creative job at Nike stop being your dream job? Do you remember that moment where the shift happened?
I was making music, and then I stopped, right? And I stopped because I got that first job and I was really trying to grow. You know how it is when you get your first job in corporate. I gotta crush this, I'm gonna put in the time. And by doing so, what I did was I suppressed my creativity. In fact, believe it or not, I was told not to talk about my music in my last job that I was there. They don't want you to be bigger than a brand. They don't want you to wear a hat that isn't the brand's hat.
Quitting your corporate job to do something creative sounds very romantic. What to you are the real rewards and the real challenges of betting on yourself in this way?
The real reward is everything's on your terms. You have full creative control over what your life is, not just the work you do. And that was the big reason for leaving. I graduated past the concept of a dream job, and I was just ready to create the dream life. And a dream job could fit in that, but that dream job did not. Regret is like the one thing that I think is the greatest risk. I never want to feel that.
So you finally did quit that dream job at Nike to rap more.
Yeah, I've been making music for 20 years, but I like to call myself an artist in all sense of the word. My life is completely built around my creative. So I'm an artist, but I'm also a creative director. I have a bunch of clients that are also artists. I work with other brands. I'm directing campaigns, directing photo shoots, all kind of things that are just like things that I would do anyway as an artist. Now, obviously, the music is my favorite thing. It's my favorite medium, but my taste level is the thing that I think people value.
I want someone to pay me for my brain, for my
Yeah.
taste, for my eye,
Yeah.
but that is really hard to be able to find that kind of work. Logistically, how did you turn your innate skills into something that people
Yeah.
would pay you for?
I think I just had this belief. I had a ton of evidence that pointed back to all of the different times people trusted my taste. And that's when I was able to string together that evidence. It was like, yo, you just have to go and do it. You have to take the step first.
You're married, right?
Absolutely, 10 years.
I imagine that making the decision to quit such a secure, comfortable job at a huge company to be creative was not a decision you could make on your own. How did you navigate that with a partner?
I married somebody who's just down for me, you know what I mean? So it didn't matter what it was, she was in. As long as it was choosing the best thing for me and my nervous system and my fulfillment, she's got my back. And if I'm ever choosing something against that, it doesn't matter how much money we're making, she's gonna have my back on pointing me the other direction. I think when you're both delusional about each other's dreams.
So how do you logistically and financially make a creative career work?
The number one question I had to ask myself is, how do I want money to come now? And so I wanted money to come from so much more than just the music. And so I started to create these different sort of buckets or streams, if you will. It wasn't an easy transition because I've been in corporate for so long. You have this structure, and now for the first time, I don't. The great part is the world's your oyster. The hard part is the world's your oyster. You know what I mean? So you just have to decide which oysters are you going to take.
What do you think ambition actually costs you?
I think that ambition just costs you some sacrifice. If you really have a desire to do something that no one else is doing, it's gonna cost the sacrifice. You're gonna lose time with friends, you're gonna lose time with family. It's probably gonna cost you money. It costs money to make money, right? I think ambition's cost, though, is all well worth the price.
Do you have any takes that would get you canceled on LinkedIn?
I don't know if I'll get canceled, but I'm sure someone's feelings will get hurt, but I think that most people don't have the taste level they think they have, and therefore it shows.
We're going up, but where are you going next?
I got an album coming out. It's going to be one of the best rap albums of the year. The guests on are amazing, and I really, truly feel like if you are a creative who has also worked in corporate, this album's going to be for you.